Yeah.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we get started, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Chakodash. The warners, as always, to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone who are well. And the God is truth. GMS Nashville Brothers back at you again with a Friday night lesson out through the Spirit and Power of Ba'Shem, Yahushai. The whole one is edifying. And, tonight, me and the brother lawyer, linking up. Really go into Sirach 2 and verse 1. Because a lot of individuals, they come to serve the Lord, but they haven't prepared their soul for temptations. And we see that with a lot of guys who have been tempted by Satan, tempted by devils, tempted by their own lifestyles, and they wasn't able to endure, wasn't able to push forward. And now you see them pushing out wayward doctrines of devils, envy, strife, whatever it may be. And now they're through, man. So I'm going to start with this real quick. Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach 2 and 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. So you're supposed to constantly endure. Demons going to creep in. Esau is going to try to creep in, try to steer you away from the truth, but you got to continue to push forward and endure no matter what is set in front of you, man. Trials, tribulations, adversities, persecutions, temptations. You got to push forward and don't let these demons and these lust fester inside of you, but rebuking them constantly and following Yahweh Shem Yahshai, because the Lord said that these are the things that we will go through while we walk this path to the kingdom of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
You got something?
Mm-hmm. No.
I'm going to get verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased in thy last end. So we're supposed to cleave unto Yahweh Shem Yahshai and not cleaving unto our enemy, because we're no longer cleaving unto our enemy. We're staying upon Yahweh Shem Yahshai. If you want to pull that,
okay,
you can bring it in.
1 second. I got two of them.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people have departed away from Yahweh Shem Yahshai. They, as it says in Revelation, they have forgotten their first love. Rather than following after Yahweh Shem Yahshai in sincerity and in truth, they've just let go. They've let go of their way of living in this truth and have given themselves over to Satan.
Yeah. This is Luke 4 and 28. It says, For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. And so you're supposed to seek the Lord 10 times more when you return unto him. How do you return unto him? You return unto him by studying, fasting, praying in the true names and teaching the doctrine. Believing in the doctrine. That our apostles and elders, I don't want to say started, because really we know that, Yahweh Shem Yahshai set them up. But they're the ones that the Lord set up to push his doctrine, And so that's you seeking him 10 times more. You doing all that you can to basically say, Lord, I've done the best that I can while you can. Because soon this ain't going to be happening. Ain't going to be no more videos and Jake listening, or whatever the fuck they doing with the videos. You got some niggas out there that's taking certain clips of what bros are saying and doing some wayward shit with the video.
Twisting.
Twisting, doing all that.
Got the apostles AI video, drinking blood.
Yeah, which is weak.
Yeah.
You a pussy, bro. Mm-hmm. And you real weak. You ain't even got the gall to stand out on highways and byways, put your face up on camera for something righteous. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna be for your destruction, really. And then I got this, Isaiah 10 and 20. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day, the day that is coming up, that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them. So we're not gonna be in the state of Deuteronomy 28 no more. The curses, thou shalt not lend to him, but he shall lend to you. That's staying upon our enemies. He shall feed thee. Roughly paraphrasing, it ain't gonna be that no more. Our storehouses ain't gonna be. We're not gonna. It's not gonna be cursed no more. Our basket's not gonna be cursed no more. The ground that we live on is not gonna be cursed no more. It ain't gonna be none of that. Heaven should not be brass unto us no more. That shit gonna be done away with. When it says, "But shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth," and it says, "The remnant shall not stay upon him." Esau, even the rest of the 2/3, they're gonna still do it.
Yep.
Even after America is destroyed, wherever else 2/3 are, they're gonna be relying on their enemy. Why? Because how? Most likely how? It's because they're still gonna be in that heathen state of mind. They're not returning unto the Lord. So the rebels gonna be purged out.
Yep. And we're seeing right now as well that we're not staying on our enemy, man. We're not trusting in Esau's devices. As it says in 2 Corinthians 2:11, at least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. These other individuals out here, they're ignorant of Satan's devices. They go after Satan's devices. We've seen that back in 2020 with the serpent juice, man. That's these 2/3 in the wicked of our people trusting in our enemy, staying in our enemy. We don't trust that shit, man. Yeah, we go to the grocery stores, we go to the food markets, we get the food, but we understand, and but we're not getting the worst shit out there.
Yeah,
we understand, and it's always, it's a process and it's a growth, but at the same time, we're getting the best of the worst, with what the Lord has given us, when it is available to us, because we're gonna have rough times. As Scripture also says that we shall eat the defiled bread among the Gentiles, but it's not like we just going out here just eating bullshit, or we're homeless, or you're not staying on your enemy, but you are renting with that nigga. Well,
that's stupid.
We gotta live. There's things that we have to do to live, but we're not going out here just popping Tylenols every goddamn day as soon as we get sick. Ibuprofen. There's ways that we can work around that, and this is not medical information. There's other alternatives, healthy alternatives, rather than taking Esau's prescriptions, man. Herbs. The elder Kazak just sent to our elders up in Memphis. He sent a chat to let us know, make sure brothers is still taking herbs, tinctures, whatever it may be. So we're not staying upon our enemy no more, and we understand that this place is going down, because a lot of individuals, they're staying upon their enemy, our enemy, and they're going to be destroyed, man. We know the end of this place. So why will we trust in this place knowing that it's going to fall?
Isaiah 30, in verse 1. Well, actually, let me get a different version. Let's get the, some telling me get the Amplified. So we're going to get the Amplified version of Isaiah 30. All of a sudden the phone will go slow. Ain't going slow. You listen when I'm listening to music, bitch. Get this verse. Isaiah 30 in verse 1, it says, woe. What says Judah warned against Egyptian alliance. And not just Judah, the whole house of Israel is aligned with Egypt. Spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Babylon. It says, woe. Woe, judgment is coming to the rebellious children, declares the Lord, who carry out a plan, but not mine. Damn. And what's that 30 year? We got 1,000 years.
We got 1,000 years.
These other Israelites, they got other plans. But here in Babylon the Great, they want to stay upon the nigga that smoked them.
IUIC doing a land blitz.
Yeah, land blitz.
buying land and shit.
And
That's trusted. That's staying upon your enemy.
Yep. But
Thinking this place is going to continue.
but the missiles is coming.
Exactly.
You know, not Trump. The UK, Canada, basically NATO, EU, put sanctions on America. So how the fuck you gonna make it here? Ain't no way of making it here. We're making it here as of now. You know, us working and so on and so forth, because that's what we're ordered to do. Every man has to work. You know, kings. You know, on and so on and so forth. Everyone has to work, no matter your status. The elite ain't stop. They not stopping what they doing in wickedness. We not gonna fucking stop.
No.
We can't. In the kingdom, we gonna be working. Now, we're not gonna be planting our own fucking grapes and gardening our shit, but if that's what we want to do, bitch, that's what we gonna do. But as far as the heathens working, they gonna be doing the real work.
Yeah.
We're gonna constantly be able to having to teach the nations, so on and so forth. You know, it's not gonna stop. It said anyway, woe, judgment is coming to the rebellious children, declares the Lord, who carry out a plan but not mine, and make an alliance by pouring out a limitation, but not of my spirit, in order to add sin to sin. It says, who proceed down to Egypt without consulting me, to take refuge in the stronghold of Pharaoh. And even Moses didn't even do that. When Moses went up against Egypt, what did he do? He relied on Yahweh Bashim Shah and was telling Pharaoh to let my people go. You know, but Jake ain't doing that, man. Fuck what the Lord got going on. That's what you say. You know, the scripture says that Malachi, was it the 3rd chapter? Yeah, Malachi the 3rd chapter. You don't think it's profitable to serve the Lord, but the elect in 1/3, we think it is very profitable. You know, to serve the Lord. Less hell. You're still gonna go through certain shit, but what 2/3 motherfuckers are going through, we not going through. We might get railroad into the prison and not prison, but jail system, the system. We might go through certain stuff like that, but the Lord make a way. Really, the test is, nigga, are you still gonna believe? Are you still with me? You know, it's like in the book of Job. You know, he went through trials and tribulations.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, shall not we receive evil, good of the Lord and evil? You know, don't be like your woman. Just curse, like Job's woman. Curse the Most High and die.
Yeah.
You know, no, we're not doing that because we're going through tough times. He's always been for us. The tough times are a short time. It's not forever. Mainly the good times last longer than the bad times. You know, it's just a fucking moment. That's it. You know, get over it. It's all right. Remember, it was your mind to go astray. The whole nation. From Judah down to motherfucking Issachar. It was all of our minds to go astray.
Mm-hmm.
Suck it the fuck up. That's Micah 7. I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I've sinned against him. It's only for a short time. And it says, what you got that word too, limitation?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I looked it up.
I knew you was gonna get it when you heard it.
You want me to go again?
Yeah, my bad.
I think it was I don't know how to pronounce it.
It's like liberal, like LIBA
Yeah.
and shit. TION.
Because it says it's a drink offering, pouring out a drink offering. Let me see. See how to pronounce it.
Libation.
Libation.
Oh, okay. That's what I said.
Libation.
Libertate.
Yeah.
Cut your ass.
Yeah, it says a drink poured out as an offering to a deity.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
But that deity ain't Yahweh.
Exactly.
It's
The God of this world.
Yep. Unto Satan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, ultimately, it's your daddy, nigga. Esau Edom. And it says, I'm going to keep continuing that verse 2. It says, and to take shelter in the shadow of Egypt. You can take shelter in the shadow of Egypt all you want to, but it's not a for sure shelter. It's going to be bombed. We taking refuge under the shadow of the Almighty, Yahweh Bashim Shah, because that's what we stand upon. That's what we are seeking 10 times more, you know? And it says, verse 3, therefore the safety and protection of Pharaoh will be your shame, and the refuge in the shadow of Egypt, your humiliation and disgrace. You know, so it's not going to profit you very soon, and really it's starting now. But you niggas still don't see it. And it's gonna be too late when you do. And it ain't gonna be you are, but you're not the chosen, that remnant, that grape of a cluster.
Mm-hmm.
You got it, bro.
Yep. Back in that Ecclesiastes 2 and verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. And these individuals, they was changed to a low estate, and they wasn't patient. You know, and everything that we do, speaking myself first.
Yeah.
Which, through.
Oh my
But
God.
everything that we do in our walk, speaking myself first and foremost, you got to be patient. You know, there was a instance today that required patience for me, and I was like, "Yep, you got it, bro."
Yeah.
So you know, and the Lord's gonna test, you know, everything that we do, man.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be on the job, whether it be at home, whether it be, you know, when you're out getting groceries for a ride, whatever it may be, the Lord's gonna send tests, send temptations to see is he going to be patient in this? Is he going to endure what I'm about to send his way?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what the Lord is seeking for effort.
Mm-hmm.
And what did it say? Obedient. He requires obedience rather than sacrifice.
Yeah.
Roughly paraphrasing.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find that real quick.
Saul, Samuel, was it Samuel?
Obedience, sacrifice. Okay. I don't think it was sacrifice.
Yeah. He would. Yeah. Obedient. Yeah, it's better than sacrifice.
Let's see. If you want to say
First Samuel 15, 22.
15, 22?
Yeah.
All right.
To Saul, wicked ass.
Yeah. This is 1 Samuel 15 in verse 22. And it reads, and Samuel said, hath the Lord Yahweh as great delight in burnt offerings as sacrifices, as in obeying the voice of the Lord Yahweh? Behold, to obey, okay, I put obedience.
Mm-hmm.
It was obey. Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it is. The Lord requires obedience. Yeah, you can sacrifice all day, but after you sacrifice, you're going to go back and do the same thing you just sacrificed for, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the Lord was like, man, just get them out of my sight. Jeremiah 17:4.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord, in the NLT, it says, your burnt offerings and sacrifices, or your obedience to his voice. Listen, obedience is better than sacrifice, and submission is better than offering the fat of rams. So you got to submit yourself to the Lord Yahweh outside. Because a lot of individuals, they're submitting themselves to Esau Edom, to their enemy, to our enemy, rather than Yahweh outside. And you see where they're headed to destruction, man. You got it. Oh, one more verse 23. For rebellion, in the KJV, rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. These motherfuckers are stubborn, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're stubborn. They're hard-headed. They have heads as a steel anvil.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my pops used to say. Your head is as hard as a steel anvil. And these individuals, they're hard-headed, man. They're stubborn. I believe a donkey is likened to that as well.
Yeah.
Because they're hard-headed. You try to push that motherfucker, he ain't budging.
Yeah. Or grab him by the.
Yeah. He's stubborn, man.
Yeah. You gotta make him work.
And that's what and the Lord, it says, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. So if you're being stubborn, the Lord looks at that as idolatry, man.
Mm-hmm.
As iniquity. Iniquity is sin upon sin. It says, because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord Yahweh, he hath also rejected thee from being king. Speaking of King Saul, because King Saul, he was stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to do what the Lord told him to do. He wanted to do his own thing, man.
Yeah, my people. You don't love people more than the Lord loved Israel. You know?
Exactly.
Because that's what he was thinking about. Well, I'm gonna get this type. I'm gonna get some type of honor. You know, from if I'm breaking bread. No, the Lord gonna break bread with the nation of Israel. Nigga, you not, and that's why you in the position that you are in today. Because I guarantee you, King Saul is back today. You know, and he's not part of the Great Millstone. Best fucking believe that. You know, we know what type of camp he in. But anyway, I'm gonna get this real quick. I got two of them. This is 1 John 5:3. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous. You know, it's not hard to serve the Lord. You know, all you gotta do is keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. It's not hard to not commit adultery. You know, it ain't hard to not eat the abominable foods. It's easy. That's base level shit, and niggas just can't do it. You know, or you don't want to. I ain't gonna say you can't because you an Israelite. You don't want to do it. Mm-hmm. So what other option is it? You got to get put down, bro. You got to come back through the nuts of the righteous and have a brand new body just for you. Yeah. That's righteous, so you can get it and be happy. You know, then you want to question why shit is happening to you. You're not doing anything good. You know, you're not doing anything that would be profitable for you. So what do you suspect is going to happen to you? You got niggas that's fucking billionaires, millionaires, stage 4 cancer, 30-something years. Why? Because ultimately, you're not serving the Lord.
Right.
And now, there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of money and serving the Lord, but it'd be better for you. You niggas don't think Yahweh Shem shop for nothing. Just God. But we know what God be talking about, bitch.
Right.
It's not the Lord. And that's the fucking problem. You got it. You got something.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 2:6, verse 5. Ecclesiastes 2:5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So you're going to be tried. You're going to go through these temptations. You're going to go through these experiences.
It's a lot, man. And we getting tired of you fucking jakes, bro.
Yeah.
I'm fucking tired. The Lord is getting tired. The apostles and the elders, we're fucking tired of you jakes, bro. And we just ready for you to fucking go. All this fucking week, last week, is constant videos of you fuck niggas changing the doctrine or something against the Lord. The Hebrew Israelites, we're fucking tired of you niggas talking, bro. Real shit. We be ready to pop one of you niggas in the fucking head, but we don't do it. You got it, bro.
That individual is Dr. Divine Prospect. I don't know who that is. Divine Prospect. I've heard of him. It says talks Gentile salvation with Genesis. These people are done, man. Zion Lex, Hebrew scholar, links with priest Sakai. Hebrew Israelite scholar. What the hell? I've never heard that. Who are they?
That's some Edomite scholar.
Yeah, right.
You keep going, bro. About the try the fire. I'm sorry.
These people couldn't endure the fire that the Lord Yahweh Shah put them through. They pussied out. And then they took the easy route, man, which is eventually going to lead to their downfall, to their destruction. You see what happened to their leader in Sakari. He couldn't endure the fire, and he got put down, man. These individuals about to be put down too.
2026.
Yep.
Best believe. Judgment gonna first begin at the house of the Lord. Mm-hmm. And Lord, we don't take part in that. We not perfect, but we damn sure ain't gonna take the doctrine. Right. Take the Lord's name and get the ministry blamed. We ain't gonna do none of that. You gotta go, bro.
Sirach 2:6. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. These people don't believe in the Lord, man. So he's not gonna help them. Verse 7. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. These people couldn't wait for his mercy. Mm-hmm. They couldn't wait just a little bit longer for the Lord Yahweh Shah to help them and to return and to save us from this captivity that we're in. They wanted to make their own heaven here.
Probably didn't believe that he was going to come anyway.
Exactly.
It's just a facade.
Yep.
Just trying to use the Lord's name. Just using them, basically.
Usually.
You gotta pay for that, bro.
Yep.
Y'all gonna pay for that.
And it said, "Go not aside, lest he fall." These people went aside. They went. We went right. They went left.
Yeah.
It says, verse 8, verse 9, verse 8, "Ye that fear the Lord, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy." But they wanted their joy and mercy now. They wanted the bag now. They wanted to chase their dreams now. But it says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." In Matthew 6 and verse 33. But these people didn't want to seek the Lord. They didn't want to seek the kingdom. They wanted to seek their own values, their own goals, their own plans, their own aspirations.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to lead to their downfall, man. They couldn't endure the temptations that the Lord was bringing upon them.
Mm-hmm.
You got something?
Yeah, I got this 1 Corinthians.
We'll probably end it there.
Okay. It's 7:30. 1 Corinthians 10:13. There have no temptation. You know what? Let me see if I get a different version real quick. Let me get that amplified. Something about the amplified. Yeah. So 1 Corinthians 10:13. No temptation, regardless of its source, has overtaken or enticed you that is not common to human experience. It says, nor is any temptation unusual or beyond human resistance, but the Most High is faithful to his word. It says he is compassionate and trustworthy. He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability to resist, but along with the temptation he has in the past and is now, will always provide the way out as well, so that you would be able to endure it without yielding, and will overcome temptation with joy. And that's plain.
Yeah.
You know, so how much more in the hour of temptation? You know, the Lord's still gonna make a way for you to escape. He done it in the past. Oh, well, you said the mark of the beast. No, bitch. I'm not saying that the mark of the beast was present in the past, but many temptations that our forefathers had went through, he made a way for them to escape.
Yeah.
We are our forefathers coming back today. And Lord will, we are the righteous of our forefathers. You know, he'll make a way for us to escape.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we believe. Lord will, forgive me how I'm going to say this, which we know that the hour of temptation, that time, it ain't going to be no cakewalk. But Lord will, because he said that at the end of this, he said, and will overcome temptation with joy. So Lord will, and whatever brother's going through the guillotine, or whoever don't take the MOTB that's of our nation, when they think back at that, it's gonna be like, that was easy. Why? Because the Spirit of the Lord was upon us. You know, so Lord will, we're able to overcome with joy. And to look back and be like, man, these niggas, they couldn't last for this long. You know, a day. You know, you had water, you had apples, you had, bananas. But no, Jake wanted a whole fucking meal. He wasn't satisfied with the little bit that the Lord gave you to make it out. Because goddamn it, we gonna be fine with just eating a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, and really, we do that today. You might be on your right. You might have some fucking crackers. You satisfied for the next fucking 8, 10, 9, 12 hours intermediate fasting. You know, little shit. You know how they say little stuff in life matters.
Yeah.
At that time, the little stuff that the Lord give us to deal with, it's just gonna be enough. Hell, we doing that now. You know, but really, it's a lot.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah. Well, like you said, going into, when we look back at it, because understanding that all this shit is temporal, man. Even going through the hour of temptation, it's all temporal, and it's gonna get played back in the kingdom. The things that the elect had to endure in order to get the kingdom, and a lot of the things that we go through now, like, because we don't see the spiritual battles that is going on daily around us. Like the demons plaguing us, we don't actually see a demon coming up to us and tapping us on our head and putting this thought, that thought, plaguing us, making us, think this and think that. We don't see that, but when we get into the kingdom, we're gonna see that demon come up to us and be like, "You gonna think this real quick," and then we're gonna see the angel, take us back into the spirit and be like, rebuking it. These individuals, they don't have that, man. They don't see that. So when we look back, they'll be like, "Damn, he was going through a lot." Imagine if it's us. Imagine what the apostles go through. The demons and the devils that try to continually try to plague them and lead them down straight, man. And then it's gonna be like we're gonna see. There's gonna be played back and be like, "Man, I don't know how you got through that." Because a lot of individuals, they can't go through what the elect go through, man. Because they give into their demons. They give into their lust. That's the demon. Lust, envy, strife. The demons that try to plague us every day. This is the spiritual warfare that we go through, man. And then when we're able to be in the kingdom and look back and be like, that was a shit. That was a nothing. Compared to what we're going to receive, man. It's going to be a beautiful day in the kingdom, man. When we're able to actually look back and actually relax and rest. We can't rest right now, man. Even Yahweh Shah said that. He has no place to lay his head, to call home. Nobody wanted to receive him, man. His home didn't want him.
His hometown
didn't want him. Constantly on the road, constantly on the move, man. We're ready for relaxation, man. Like never before. You got anything else?
No, that was it.
Come on, so endure and understand that you're going to be tempted, and like brother said, that ultimate temptation is that our temptation, that mandation of the RFID micro seed, man. Don't take the chip. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit, to the body, to the fold. And before we end it off, we'd like to give our praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Chakradash. Double honors as always to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.